Hello and welcome to Chemistry with Lisa. Today, here we simplify chemistry for you so that you can boost your scores and grades in chemistry. So sit back while we simplify it for you. Today we have an interesting topic on element, compound and mixture. Please, if you find our video helpful, do well to subscribe and as well invite your friends to do the same. So let's dive into what we have today. Now, what is elements? Basically, an element is any substance that cannot be broken into simpler units by any chemical process. Any substance that cannot be broken into simpler units by any chemical process. That is basically what we refer to as an element. Examples of elements, you know your first 20 elements, all those elements in the periodic table. So, example, you have your potassium, you have your calcium, you have your sodium, you have your chlorine, you have your argon, you have your fluorine, etc. All these things here are what we refer to as elements. They cannot be broken into simpler units by any chemical process. There is nothing you will do to argon now to make it to be argon 1, argon 2, or to form another thing entirely. There is nothing you will do to sodium to form another thing entirely. A sodium is a sodium. Let me bring it closer to human being. Take for example, here as I am, I'm an element. If you cannot break me into simpler units again, because for me to function, I'm just an element. That is exactly what an element is. It cannot be further broken down into simpler units. Okay, so we look at a compound. What is a compound? A compound is a substance which contains two or more elements chemically combined together. The word there is that they are chemically combined together. And when we say something is chemically combined together, it simply means that you cannot reverse it. You cannot reverse it. Let's look at some examples. When we say reverse, we mean you cannot bring it back to the individual components. Let's look at examples of a compound. Example of a compound is water. Water is a compound. Why? When you bring your water to drink, it contains hydrogen and oxygen. But let me ask you, when you bring your water to drink, can you separate hydrogen and then oxygen one side? It's not possible. So you say it is chemically combined, you cannot reverse it. Another example of a compound is calcium oxide, sodium oxide. All these substances, they are what? Chemically combined. Now let's look at holistic examples of a compound. Now this is sand. Sand basically is made up of silicon and oxygen. Silicon and oxygen. This is sand. Sand is made up of silicon and oxygen. When you get sand, will you say, okay, let me keep silicon one side, oxygen one side? It cannot happen because they are chemically combined. It is not reversible. It is not, we can't reverse it. Now look at limestone. Limestone is what? Limestone is calcium triazocarbonate 4. Your limestone, when you bring your limestone, like your cement, you won't say, okay, let me bring calcium one side, carbon one side, oxygen one side. It does not happen. Another one is water. Like I said earlier, water is combination of hydrogen and oxygen. Common salt. Common salt is the salt we use in eating. The salt we use in cooking our food, sodium chloride. When you bring your salt, do you say, okay, let me bring out sodium one side, let me bring chlorine one side? It is not possible because it is chemically combined. Another one is sugar, ethanol, soap. You're washing soap. Would you say, let me bring this one this side, let me bring the sodium using doing my soap this side, and the preservative one side? Is not possible. Other examples are sodium hydroxide or caustic soda, potassium hydroxide or caustic potash, then sodium oxide, potassium oxide, etc. Just imagine, what are those things that you cannot reverse? They are chemically combined and they are a compound, period. Okay, so let's look at a mixture. What is a mixture? A mixture contains two or more elements which can be easily separated by physical methods. So you can say that a mixture contains two or more elements physically combined. While a compound is chemically combined, a mixture is physically combined, meaning that it can be separated, but a compound cannot be separated. Are we together? So let's look at examples of mixtures. We have air. Remember, a mixture can be separated. So you ask yourself, can I separate this into its components? Yes. So air. Now the question in your mind is air. How can it be separated? Now let me gist you. Air can be separated using fractional distillation. Please go and get my video. I'll put the description link in the comments in the description box. This video that talks about separation techniques, very important. So air can be separated using fractional distillation. Soil. Now, when you do fractional distillation of air, that it will be separated into oxygen, nitrogen, argon, water vapor. That is how we separate it in the lab. Then soil. Soil consists of sandy soil, clay soil, humus. So when you get a soil, you can separate it and say this one is sandy, this one is clay soil, this one is a humus soil. Are we together? So, but sand cannot be separated because sand itself, the difference between soil and sand is that soil can be separated. You have sandy soil, clay soil, humus soil, but sand is a type of soil. And sand cannot be separated. It consists of silicon and oxygen. Clay soil cannot be separated. But soil, generally, soil as an umbrella can be separated because when you bring soil, you're talking about different types of soil. Then when you come to each of those individual soil, you cannot separate them because they contain component elements, silicon and oxygen. Are we together? Okay. Urine. Urine can be separated in the lab. Then palm wine. Palm wine can be separated as well. Milk. Milk can be separated into its components. Then you also have your seawater. Seawater can be separated into sodium chloride and water. Blood can be separated using centrifugation process. Please make sure you get this video. Watch the video after this video so that you will know your separation techniques offhand. Then crude oil. Crude oil can be separated using fractional distillation. Then brass. Brass is an alloy of copper and zinc. Copper and zinc. And because it's an alloy of copper and zinc, you can separate it. Copper on its own, zinc on its own. Now, let's move over to the past questions on this topic. Okay, so let's look at some of these past questions over the years. Number one, which of the following is not an homogeneous mixture? What is homogeneous mixture? Homogeneous mixture is compound. When we say homogeneous, it means that everything is mixed well, mixed together. But when we say heterogeneous means there are diverse things there. Okay, so filtered water, flawed water, soft drink, writing ink. Which one is a compound? Oh, sorry, which one is not a compound here? The answer is what? Flawed water. Inside flawed water is not homogeneous. Flawed water is heterogeneous. It has a lot of things in flawed water. You see people's dustbin, people refuse, all manner of things in flawed. But you don't see that in filtered water, in writing ink, or in soft drink. So, number two question, which of the following is not a compound? Sand, soil, limestone, water. The answer is soil. Why? Because soil can be separated into different types of soil, like sand soil, clay soil, humus. But sand cannot be separated. Sand consists of silicon, oxygen. It cannot be separated. Number three, which of the following substance is a mixture? Which one here is a mixture? You have sulfur, bronze, distilled water, ethanol. So which of these following here is a mixture? Is a mixture here? Bronze. Why? Because bronze is an alloy of copper and tin. copper and tin. Hence, it can be separated. Copper one side, tin the other side. So I believe you really enjoyed this lecture and I hope it helps you in your exam. Don't forget that these questions were called from previous years past questions on this particular topic because we are committed to ensuring that you succeed in your examination. Okay, thank you for watching. Please do well to subscribe to our channel as well as invite your friends to do the same. Success in your exams. Bye.